now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the rages, right here at the Bushwick Book Club. Inspiration from the page.
Good evening, everyone.
Now translated for the stage.
Season of original music inspired by books from the Bushwick Book Club Seattle. I want to begin tonight by mentioning that the Bushwick Book Club Seattle acknowledges that our organization is headquartered and our events take place on the traditional and unceded land of the Coast Salish people, including the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish. We invite our audiences to learn more about whose land they experience and suggest native-land.ca as a starting place.
Tonight there's going to be original music inspired by Sook and Ryan Estrada and Ko Hyung-ju's band Book Club. And performing we have Mish, Bjørn Watkins, Lemon Boy, Kate Berreth, Townsend Solitaire, Dyleuth, Brielle Familiar, myself, and Christiana Crabbe. And Essa.
Should mention, by the way, my name's Weddell. I'm Associate Director of the Bushwick Book Club Seattle. And this?
I'm Drea Marilyn, and I'm the Program Manager.
What's going to happen is this. You are going to, all the performers that Drea mentioned are going to come on stage. They're going to share their inspiration. What moved them from band Book Club? They're going to share a song. You're going to like it. These are the things that are going to happen. The show will happen in 2 acts with an intermission. After intermission, there will be a quiz. You can enter the quiz. The quiz has been a Bushwick tradition since 2012. I should also mention, for those watching at home, because we are live streaming as well all over the world, I am a 6-ish foot tall white guy, kept his pandemic facial hair, and I am wearing the new Band Book Season t-shirt. Designed by Barbie Statman, our in-house graphic designer. Did all of the artwork this year. You can have one too.
Oh, and my physical description, I'm 5'7", but today I'm pretending to be taller. Asian woman with black shirts, the Band Book Club shirt, and greenish pants.
Okay, who's ever read a band book?
Who's ever attended a protest?
Okay. Who's authored a band book? Well, you never know. I can think of a few people in town. Yeah. Okay.
Who's read the book?
So to kick us off tonight, not just this evening's program, but our whole season, because all this year, 24-25, it's all music inspired by band books on our Mainstage season. We're so happy to be back at Hugo House. Thanks so much to them. To welcome us tonight, we have a video from authors Kim Hyun-sook and Ryan Estrada, who are hosting a watch party live right now in South Korea. So let's let them welcome us as well.
And I'm her husband and co-author, Ryan Estrada.
Together, we wrote Band Book Club.
Yes, and we are supposed to describe ourselves for those who are only listening. Hyun-sook, you want to describe what I look like?
You look like a big Sasquatch wearing white Band Book Club t-shirt.
And I am sitting next to the most beautiful woman on earth. So while you're watching this pre-recorded video, we are at a live event at the Bushwick Book Club watch party at the Arise Art Space, watching you watch us.
Everybody read Band Books.
I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything? Come on, guys, we can do better than that. On the count of 3, I want everyone in the audience to yell so loud that we can hear you all the way in South Korea. Because that's literally what's going to happen. And that goes for you guys at Arise Art Space too. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Read Band Books!
Good job.
So the way Band Book Club came about was that 7 years ago, my wife just casually mentioned, oh yeah, this reminds me of the time I was hunted down by the cops for smuggling banned books. And I'm like, excuse me, what? I've known you for like 10 years. How did this never come up? I had never imagined that my wife had been such a badass in college, or that Korea had once been so authoritarian that they'd criminalized reading. Our publisher was equally surprised by this story, enough that based on a single tweet they gave us a book deal. However, by the time our book came out, not only was the US banning books, but our book became one of them.
I thought my book just a story about Korea. I thought it was just a story about history. But all over the world today, people related to it.
As writers, we are so excited that our art is inspiring all of you to create art and music. And also, as a guy with a big crush on Hyun Sook, I'm very excited to listen to lots of fun songs about my cool wife.
In 1990s, Korea music was a big part of a fight for democracy. Protest songs inspired people to fight for freedom, and those songs could get you in a big trouble.
Band music is a big part of the sequel, No Rules Tonight, which comes out in just a few days. So to thank everyone for being rebels that are making protest music, we sent a big package of original art from our new book featuring our characters playing music that can be handed out to musicians and audience members.
We wanted to say thank you. Thank you for reading, writing, singing, listening, and then for supporting band books.
Be vocal about it. If you can shout about banned books all the way to Korea, then you can talk about it in your own community. Drop by your local library board, school board, or city council meeting.
And say how much you appreciate the librarian that fight for your freedom to read.
Now let's listen to some cool music about my great, great, great wife.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, keep that going for Kim Hyun Sook and Ryan Estrada. Thank you so much for the gift of your book to all of us and your support of this undertaking. They have been just nothing but gracious the whole way, and sending this package of original artwork from the sequel, which is release is imminent. So performers, you each get one of these to take with you. Quiz contestants, you each get one. All right? We'll figure out what to do with the rest as the evening goes on. But we're here for music. Good. Some people agree. We're going to get it started with Ben Mish. Ben Mish is an experienced singer, songwriter, and performer. As a songwriter, Ben has licensed many songs for use in film and television. And as a performer, Ben has toured extensively, and probably exclusively too. Yeah, both. Good work. He's joined us in the past for original music inspired by The Omnivore's Dilemma, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, The Golden Compass, and many more titles, some of which also start with the, some of which do not. Please make welcome the first song of the 2024-2025 Band Book Club, Bushwick Book Club Seattle season from Ben Mish.
Thank you very much. Great to be here. Physical description of myself, I'm a white guy with a beard and glasses, and I always wear a hat. And I'm sitting down so you can't tell how tall I am. But, so I wrote this song in two parts. And actually, I saw an interview with Ryan Estrada in a podcast where he said that his wife had casually brought up these stories, and he thought, this is amazing. Like, this should be made into a book. And I thought about each of us, and we all have our own stories looking back on when we were younger, maybe high school, maybe college. And so I thought about the first part of her experience in living under this oppressive dictatorship where she sought refuge in this book club. But instead of that, there was a lot of sneaking around, being in danger for reading the wrong things, and an overall feeling of just not being able to trust anyone. People were jailed and just simply disappeared at the hands of a government that was intent on creating division. She said on page 192, sometimes people forget the past, but the villains of the past are never really gone. That's what she would teach to her younger self. So I thought about the lack of a sense of community and the feeling of alienation she must have felt wandering through her neighborhood and looking for others she could depend on. And then I thought of how she would look back on that later and think about it and evaluate whether or not it was important for people to learn about. My song is called They Are Ghosts. Block by block, street by street, toss those names aside. House by house, light by light, toss those names aside. We've never really met, but you shouldn't regret. You can't touch them yet. They are ghosts. Imagine conversations died in the daylight. Imagine conversations you made after dark. Crowds they come and crowds they go. You feel them in the firmament, but they are not permanent. They are ghosts. What we had was beautiful. What there was beautiful, but now it's gone. It's gone. Oh, the icy milky memory. Oh, my memory has left me with a conclusion I could not foresee. Is the point of confusion that it summarizes what you really mean? Or the call to arms saying all of you it's time to come clean? Whichever way you look at it, it means that parts of you, the truth can be seen. Oh, the icy milky memory of the days of life gone by. Does anyone care about the jokes I cracked when I was high? Or when I nearly got thrown in jail for putting up a fight? If no one asked me about it, would they ever, would they ever, would they ever, would they ever wonder why? Well, my memory is fading, and I'm getting careless, babe. Maybe it's the way that time decreases what you can get away with. Well, I'm not sure that I was made for this kind of game. Well, I do what I can and try not to feel the shame. Oh, the icy milky memory of the days of life gone by. Does anyone care about the jokes I cracked when I was high? When I nearly got thrown in jail for putting up a fight. If I never brought it up, would they ever, would they ever, would they ever, would they ever ask me why? Milky memory of the days of life gone by. Does anyone care about the jokes I cracked when we were high? Or the time I nearly got thrown in jail for putting up a fight? If they never brought it up, would they ever, would they ever, would they ever, would they ever wonder why?
Ben Mish. If you want to hear more of the Perfect Pop Songs from Ben. You can find him September 27th at Bake's Place and October 4th at North City Bistro with his band Left Hand Smoke. And if it gets to the end of tonight and you're like, I want to hear more Perfect Pop Songs from Ben Mish, but I don't remember what Wes said, we do this thing where we make a digital program for every show that has links to all these artists where you can find them, you can support their music, you can follow them on social media, you can stream, or better yet, buy their music and merch, and I bet they have those listed too. You can scan those in the room, you can scan the QR code right there on the screen, or you can go to bit.ly/band-pgm, band program. Up next is Bjørn Watkins. Bjørn is a singer, songwriter, producer, and film composer who has played in numerous bands and projects around Seattle. Bjørn's works have been played at the Smithsonian, and his latest project was a feature-length film entitled Intrusive Thoughts. He's joined us in the past for original music inspired by the Golden Compass and the Jack Straw partnerships. Bjørn Watkins.
This song was inspired by the point in the book where where all the friends are sleeping in boats for the night. There's a hugging boat and there's a no hugging boat. This song is about Gundo, who wanted to be in the no hugging boat. And I really appreciate Gundo's gusto for civic acts like punching cops, but I think he really fails to open up and snuggle with his other rebel friends. And I just really wish that for him. And so I wrote him a song. Make that legible. Friends just want to hold you. They're so proud of you punching all those cops. You're the first to the fight, but the last to the hugging bow. Open up your arms to the driver's side. A resistance we may need to fight, but we'll always need to know how to love and how to trust. It's nice to be loved, but you're scared to be held. It's nice to be feared, but those wielding fear. Real love stands tall, tramples those who hate. It's fun to dominate. It's hard to be soft. Don't forget why you fought for. Remember G who loves despite it all. But I hope as a boss you're at least pro-labor. It's nice to be loved. You're scared to be held. It's nice to be feared by those who wield fear.
It's fun to dominate. It's hard to be soft.
Thanks, y'all.
Keep it going for Bjørn Watkins. If you want to catch him again, he's playing with Dino October 5th at Connerburn, and with Sprig October 9th at Sunset Tavern, and with Drea Marilyn's October 17th. You're going to be busy next month at Sunset. Next up, we have Lemon Boy. We got some first-timers here. I'm so excited. Lemon Boy began as a dream shared by two gals shredding in Seattle skate parks, described by the stranger as a perfect mix of sweets and sour and punk. Seattle's based band Lemon Boy is poised to take over. You can also find copies of our digital programs at bit.ly/band-pgm. And also, did you know that Bushwick Book Club has our own crosswords for every event? You know this. Raise your hand if you knew this. Okay, good. And so you could find the crossword made by our Amy Zoe at bit.ly or bit.ly/band-crossword. So fill it out. Is there a prize for the crossword if someone finishes it? Free tickets. So fill them out. Give it up for Lemon Boy.
Hi, Bushwick Book Club. We are Lemon Boy, a local punk band. I'm Yaz. Description: I am a Persian woman in my late 20s. I have a septum piercing, bleached hair, and tattoos.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm also in my late 20s. I'm a Filipino woman, and I have a septum piercing, bleached hair, and tattoos.
Thank you so much for having us here for our first book club. We just released our first album this summer called Eat, Skate, Die, which pokes fun at our experiences as women of color in a capitalist society.
Yeah, speaking of capitalism, we have some merch. Check it out. Sometimes it's good. Anyway, we were so stoked to get to read and draw inspiration from Band Book Club and relate it to our own personal experience, as well as be challenged with writing an original song in only just a few weeks. So we were especially relieved when we saw that the book had pictures. We were really into that. I'm a big fan of graphic novels, and Yaz is a visual artist herself. So Band Book Club is a story we both really related to from the very first scene where Hyun Sook's mother is really resentful of her opportunity to go to college. We are both daughters of immigrants, so we know what it's like to constantly be guilt-tripped about the privileges you have. So just a lot of this book was super relatable, and we felt a personal connection to Hyun Sook's political awakening and the coming-of-age story, where the loss of childhood coincided with learning that reality and history has been manipulated to suit powerful people's narratives. And it's hard to learn that the government isn't actually protecting you, and that the powers that you thought were looking out to you are actually lying to you. So the struggles in the book of censorship and dictatorship have plagued many different countries, which makes the story relatable to so many of us. My mom has told me many chilling stories about when she was living in the Philippines under Ferdinand Marcos's martial law regime and the censorship measures that they took. And it was really chilling to, sort of feel that again reading about the anonymous guerrilla newspaper in Band Book Club.
Yeah, the book personally reminded me a lot of a book called Reading Lolita in Tehran, which is about a women's book club focused on Western literature specifically, which was banned. And the club was formed after the 1979 revolution that happened in Iran. And the book also reminded both of us, actually, of Persepolis, which happens to be one of my favorite graphic novels. You know, at the end of the day, it's no secret that Iran's government loves to send a certain message. But just like the book, I think it's important to remember that government is often not a reflection of the people. And I personally firsthand know what it's like to experience like that wall of anxiety and fear for your family's safety. Both the mental and physical scars it bears, quite literally. At the end of the day, I think we all want the same thing, which is peace, equality, and freedom.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we kind of wanted this song to sound a little bit like a protest song. So it's pretty easy to sing along to. If you're feeling so inspired, we're going to spell out a couple of words, so feel free to chant along if you're not feeling too shy. Life is so unfair. Can't catch a break, I swear. At least I get to study. I need this opportunity.
I just want to read. I don't want to worry. I just want to succeed. I'm not here for anybody.
One more time for Lemon Boy. I heard a couple people singing along, and I loved it so much. All right. Next up, we have Kate Berreth. Kate is a lifelong prolific songstress who loves a good book and Bushwick Book Club. Using musicality, songwriting prowess, and a serious knack for teaching, Kate works to empower communities in music wherever she goes. Past shows that Kate has done: the Midnight Library, the Orange City, Violetta, and Charlotte's Web. So I also wanted to mention other partnerships that we had. Yesterday, September 27th, we had a partnership with Seattle Arts and Lecture with the poetry of Denez Smith, featuring music from Aether. And our next one is poetry from Amy Nezakuma Tahitil and music from Jess Pillay on December 5th at Town Hall. Let's give up for Jess. Let's give up for Kate.
Hey, hey, thank you so much. I am so excited to be here. I think I wasn't counting while Drea was saying all that, but I think it's something like my 5th performance here for the Bushwick Book Club. And, but I gotta say, this is my first graphic novel for the Bushwick Book Club, and that was a little interesting. By the way, here's what I look like. I look like a person who has blue eyes and a perfect witch's nose. My hair is brown with strands of silver shimmering through. Sabrina, hey, come here. Hey, come here. Stop that. This is my daughter. All right. And we've been working on a word that I felt was really important to the book. I actually lifted the song title for my song from a direct quote in the book. It was the question, why would we get arrested, with 3 question marks? And I was like, I know this little lady is freaking out, which was exactly what this one was demonstrating. But I was also like, this is the overarching question of the book. Why would we get arrested? Why? Right? So you all seem like good sports. If I hold up this sign, you all should say, why, with some emphaticism. Good. Okay, let's try it again. Excellent. Okay, one more time. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm not entirely sure that all of the sentences I just said made perfect sense, because it got a little disjointed. I believe I also meant to mention that I'm dressed in high contrast as to appear that I have popped out of the page myself. When I made this track, because I made a track and wrote a song over the track, what I decided to do that was kind of interesting was respond to the visuals with the soundscape. So I made the track just after flipping through the pages and checking out the art. Then I read the text and wrote a song. Now, you can choose where you want to be. I recommend with your baba. So this one's called Why Would We Get Arrested? And if she cries, you just hand it back to me. Awesome. Mama's about to perform. Watch this. Why? Why would we get arrested? 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 We're living in a time and place that doesn't offer ample space for thought's expression. They try to minimize the human race until the people get up in their face to teach them a lesson. Can't you see that our freedoms are fleeting? Open your eyes when the students are bleeding. Why are they bleeding? It's because they were reading, yeah. so afraid of a particular beating. You shut your mouth, gonna chew what they're feeding. Heart full of fear, give it here. Tell me, what are you reading? Sleeping on it, but the cost is great. Calculate the wonders we create for thought's expression. We all decide when we are in or out, but the future's what it's all about. So what is the lesson? Why would we get arrested? 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 Thank you very much.
We've got one more musician before. Got it. One more musician before intermission, and then a whole lot more musicians. But to tell you about some of the things you can encounter during that intermission, in addition to visiting Jason at the bar and saying hello to Hugo House, I'd like to bring Bushwick's social media manager, Emily Persia, up.
Hi, everyone. Oh, sorry. I'm Emily Persia. I am a white woman, 5'7". My red hair is pulled back in a bun. I've got big green glasses, and I'm also wearing the new season t-shirt, which you can also walk away with tonight and purchase that during intermission. I wanted to tell you about a really cool thing we're doing this show. Barbie Statman is our incredible artist and designer. Give it up for Barbie. So she's created all of the artwork for our season and created the design of this shirt. And we have these amazing show posters for all of our shows. And this season, we're going to do something special where every show, the songwriters on the bill have signed the poster. And we will do a silent auction during intermission. And if you would like to take this poster home with all of the songwriters' signatures on it, it can be yours. So at intermission, go to the merch table, and we will have a silent auction sheet where you can write down your name and your bid amount, and the highest bid gets to take this home. Give it up for Barbie and her design. I also wanted to point out a couple other things during intermission. We've got a sweet photo booth spot where we have a Polaroid camera, and if you would like to take a picture, we've got Band Book Club, the book back there. You can hold the book up and take a picture with your friends and get a Polaroid to take home. If you wanted to, chip in a little donation to the Bushwick Book Club for that picture, we wouldn't say no to that. We also have slips around the room on seats, but also at the merch table for our quiz. So don't forget to fill that out so that you can have the chance to participate in our wonderfully fun and zany quiz after intermission. Thank you so much. I give you Wes.
Emily Persia. Thank you, Emily. And now we have Townsend Solitaire. Performing under the moniker Townsend Solitaire, Bobby Odell is a classically trained percussionist turned folk musician, drawing heavy influence from artists like The Tallest Man on Earth, Adrian Lenker, Bright Eyes, and Sufjan Stevens. Townsend Solitaire prioritizes and treasures genuinity above all else. Bobby has joined us in the past for original music inspired by Where the Crawdads Sing, Red at the Bone, and the Jack Straw partnership. He was part of episode 1 that just dropped a couple weeks ago, our new season there. Townsend Solitaire.
Hey everybody. I love this book. To the authors, thank you for creating it. I think it's really cute to hear the backstory. With the wife, actually having it happen. I was really taken by the mixture of the budding mundane romance between the main character and Hyun, as well as her political awakening to have those two things tied to the same person and follow a similar timeline. I found it really, really sweet. Am I allowed to like spoil a small thing in the end? That they don't end up together, and I find that like melancholic in a very, very sweet way. So I sort of wrote something about that. It doesn't have a title, so if you think of one, I'm all ears. Oh, I remember you with your soft smile, showing me all you knew. Then you're sleeping on the floor in my bedroom. Back when I was so very blind, I knew not how or that I could open my eyes, till you took me by the hand in the moonlight. I saw stars shining in your eyes that night. All my life I've learned to keep quiet and keep my hands clean, but I never knew the clean hands keep quiet can't stand for anything. And I wanna stand for something, and I want you there standing next to me. In the years since we last spoke, I still feel your words choking up my throat, and I felt you in every word I wrote. I was using love as a cover for peace, while something inside me was burning. And I know that you know that I'm sorry. I'm so glad that you found me. Thank you.
Townsend Solitaire. You can hear Bobby on October 19th at the Ballard Homestead. We're going to take a short intermission, go say hi to Jason at the bar, Emily and Alicia over at the merch table. Enter the quiz. We've got a whole bunch more songs inspired by Band Book Club coming up. Thanks so much again for being here. Those of you in the room, thanks to those of you on the stream for joining. More coming right up.
Drag you under.
Bushwick alum, this was an original song inspired by Fahrenheit 451, March of 2012. We're doing something rare but not unprecedented and reprising a title. In March, we will once again stage original music inspired by Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 right here at Hugo House. That will be a members-only show, so there's one way in, and you know what it is now. Join us. The March 2012 Fahrenheit 451 show also has the distinction of being the first show that had a quiz. We tried this thing, and here we are 12 plus years later, and we're still doing a quiz. You do not have to have read the book to participate or succeed in the quiz. It actually won't make any difference at all. But here's what's going to happen is we're going to draw 3 names out. If you hear your name, come up the stairs here and greet Drea. And Drea will have you write your name on a card here for our high-tech scoring system, and then you will await further instructions. But I do want to let you know the prizes that you're playing for here. All 3 contestants will get a piece of the original artwork from, you've been practicing your Vanna over the summer. You are nailing it. Yes, thank you again, Ryan and Hyun Sook, for that. So generous and just made us feel so connected to receive that. Second place in the quiz will get a piece of artwork and a copy of the new book, No Rules Tonight. Look at that. Our winner will get a piece of original artwork from No Rules Tonight, a copy of No Rules Tonight, and a copy of Band Book Club. It's there. It's under there. Generously donated by an audience member tonight who said, I want someone else to have the experience of reading this. All right. So we're all on the same page. The question, the low barrier to entry question that you had to get right to get this far was this. Which of these is not the name of one of Hyun Sook's Band Book Club members? A, Hyun. B, Suji. C, Jihu. D, Tiny Tim. Anyone? Ooh, might be a rough night. Okay, the answer was D, Tiny Tim. That's a different book, a different era. That's a whole lot of different. All right, first contestant joining us on stage for the first quiz of the band book season 2024-2025 is Hollis. Welcome. All right, joining Hollis on stage to play the Bushwick quiz. Oh, that's a nice drum roll. Is Kiyoshi. Yay! And rounding out our trio. Come on, drum like they can hear you in South Korea. Eric Power. Yeah. Thank you. That's so small. That's fantastic. It's great. It's good theater. Dylan, you got to zoom on that, right? How about a hand for Dylan Randolph, our live stream tech tonight? I love this. Nick Draws is running front of house sound for you as well. Nick is a long-tenured songwriter alum of Bushwick as well. And pushing buttons on the slideshow behind me is executive director Jeff Larson. All right, thank you all. Welcome. Here's how this works. Everything is category A or category B. I say the thing, and you tell me if it's one or the other. First 1 to 3 right wins. We'll keep going till you all get there. Step up to the microphone when it is your turn so they can hear you in Korea. Tonight's topic is, right, we're talking about book clubs, but there are other types of clubs out there, particularly motorcycle clubs, right? So you have to tell me if what I say is a real-life motorcycle club or a fictional motorcycle club. All right. Hollis, step right up. First 1 to 3. See you at the end. All right. The Yankee Rebels.
Man.
There's no way to game it.
Category A. Real?
No, that's from Law and Order. Okay. Kiyoshi, step right up. All right. Galloping Goose.
I'm going to go with fake.
That's real. Founded in Los Angeles in 1942. I see you all understand the game. Eric. Uptown Riders.
True?
No, that's from Grand Theft Auto 4. Perfect. Tied after 1 round. I love it. Hollis. Hell's Lovers.
I'm going to go real.
That's correct.
Yeah!
One of the first integrated motorcycle clubs in Chicago was Hell's Lovers. All right. Kiyoshi, Hell's Satans.
Fake.
That's correct. Hell's Satans is from The Simpsons, season 11, episode 8. Oh, hang on. I've been remiss. I can't believe that I'm still using this scoring book. Eric. The Crucifiers.
Fake?
Indeed, fake. It's from Cannonball Run. All right, tied at 1. Hollis, you are up. Leather and Lace.
Real.
Indeed. An all-female motorcycle club founded in Florida, 1983. All right. The One-Eyed Snakes.
Real.
Sadly, no. That's from Bob's Burgers. The group was founded by the character Horny Dave. Eric. The Ulysses Club.
True.
Correct. It's for Australian motorcyclists over 40. All right. I guess this is for the game. Night Riders. With a K.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
I'm going to go real.
Incorrect. It's from the 1981 film of the same name, filmed entirely on location in the Pittsburgh metro area. Yeah, you can get back in it right now, Kiyoshi, with Cornerstone Motorcycle Ministry.
Real.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Yes. They've been serving free meals and coffee in New Hampshire for over 30 years. The internet said so. I don't know what the conditions are of these free meals and coffee. But, the Temple Riders.
Not real.
Indeed, it is real. It is a Mormon motorcycle club formed in 1987. Deuce is wild. All right, Hollis. I got plenty of these, so don't feel bad. It's funny when you're wrong. The Grim Creepers.
Ooh, real?
No.
Ah.
Eastbound and Down. That's for that one. All right. The Gladiators.
Real.
Yes. Oh, come from behind. Yes. Current and former members of the U.S. Armed Forces make up the Gladiators. We're going to keep going. Eric. Bikers Against Child Abuse.
It's got to be true.
It is. Yeah. All right. Hollis, we're gonna. Yeah, we gotta
All right.
go.
I can't see the score.
Everyone is at 3 but you. Okay.
Great.
All right. The Dread Knocks.
How do you spell Knox?
N-O-K-S. All one word. The Dread Knocks.
I don't know what that means, but it's real.
No, it's from G.I. Joe. It's just you the rest of the way. Yeah, y'all have got your 3. The Gonads.
Real.
No, that's from Hard Bodies.
My strategy is not working.
Vegas Blasters.
Real?
No, from CSI Las Vegas. The Jesters.
Real.
No, Starsky and Hutch.
All right.
Pacific.
Thank you.
Pacific Coast Highway.
Fake.
That's from Veronica Mars.
All right.
Very good. Thank you all for playing the quiz. I'll meet you right over there for prizes. Yeah, quiz happens every show. Thank you all.
Don't burn books, burn your iPad instead. Throw some Kindles on the fire till it's all just twisted, melted.
I get it. Throw your Kindles on the fire. I got it. You get it? Kindles on the fire because it's a play on words. I heard this song a couple weeks ago and I just got it now, so I'm very excited about that. I'd like to invite up Ben Dyleuth to the stage. Ben Dyleuth is a multidisciplinary artist and creative, blending music, design, and storytelling to challenge norms and inspire connection. Drawing inspiration from diverse sources, his work spans from classical vocal performances to contemporary compositions, always with a focus on pushing boundaries and exploring new narratives. And upcoming EP release, Gold Rush. You could ask Ben the exact date if you are curious. He also has merch at the merch table. Anyone here like coffee? Anyone like coffee with like notes of chocolate and orange and nice medium roast? Am I making this up or are these all real facts? These are all real facts. There's like 3 bags left at the end of the show. Feel free to Venmo Ben just $10 for some really good coffee. Anyways, give it up for Ben.
One, two. One. Test. This one first. Yeah? Great. Hey, how you doing? You having a good time? Yeah? Okay. Great. My name is Ben Dyleuth. It's really nice to be here. For those that are listening, first of all, shout out South Korea. How you doing? Second, a little bit about me. I'm an Asian man, Lao, Singaporean. I'm 5'7", 5'10" with heels. I'm very handsome, if you're also listening. Very, very handsome. Face card goes wild. I'm what they call ugly cute. And I wrote this song a little bit also kind of like a love and admiration piece, and the things that you should say, the things that are hard to say. And yeah, anything else? Yeah, if you want some coffee, that's really good. It goes to a good cause. You can read about it later. And Dylan, am I missing anything? Is that pretty much it? All right, great. Yeah, great. Let's do it. This song is called Rose-Colored Glasses and Uncooked Steaks. Is that right? I cannot get enough
She's the breath that makes me fight. There's a way to close my eyes, babe. Rose-colored glasses and uncooked steaks, rosemary and all your heartbreaks, my bad, babe. Oh, things that I can't get off my plate, things that I cannot say. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Oh, your heavenly burden was waiting to the morning on this boat, but I have devoted so much time. I'm so sorry that I cried for today. Rose wine and some uncooked steaks, rose-colored glasses, love mistakes, my bad, babe. Things that I just cannot say. Oh, these things are on my plate, my baby. Rose wine and some uncooked steaks, rose-colored glasses, my heart breaks, my bad, babe. Things that I just cannot say, things that I just on my plate, my bad, babe.
Thank you.
Keep it going for Ben. Again, he has an upcoming EP release, Gold Rush, coming up soon. I'd like to invite Brielle Familiar onto the stage. Before I forget, this is Ben's first time with Bushwick Book Club, and this is also Brielle's first time with Bushwick Book Club. Brielle Familiar's journey through sound has evolved from playful indie pop roots to a more introspective exploration of life's deeper themes. As a frontwoman of Seattle's band High Crime for 8 transformative years, she captivated audiences with her dynamic presence and heartfelt songwriting. Having recently stepped away from that project, she has embraced a more intimate creative process, often writing alone or collaborating with a select few. Brielle also will be recording a new album in October, and you can check out Brielle's art business magic familiar. She makes stuffed animals, keychain stickers, and upcycled items like jackets, journals, and more, and does regular pop-ups around the city. Her stuff is so good. All right, give up for Brielle.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Brielle. For those desiring a description of my appearance, I am a 31-year-old woman with medium-length brown hair, a gold nose ring. I'm wearing I guess like a mock neck t-shirt with monsters on it, and I have a skirt and socks and sandals combo. The song I wrote is kind of like my perception of Kim Hyun-suk's journey of protest and realizing the deep importance of standing up for what's right. They're spewing hateful speech on TV. You can't control my mind. The fear I feel will never be stronger than what's right. I mull this over, bussing tables till the neon open sign goes out. Oh my, I gotta be braver than I've ever been. And in due time, this generation's gonna rise up. Obvious we're fighting a war on information, a deficit of balance, corruption would define it. Our voices won't be silenced. They hold us hostage, beat us bloody. They're sending out more spies with watchful eyes on every corner. Censorship might soon destroy us. We won't talk till the cops know. We won't get in line. It's not your body and not your brain, not your freedom to decide. Oh my, gotta be braver than I've ever been.
Brielle Familiar. Yes, welcome to the club. So glad to have you. Drea mentioned the partnership we do with Seattle Arts and Lectures. This is we're celebrating 10 years of partnership with Sal. An original song inspired by their poets in every one of their poetry series events. This is the season that we're just launching everything. We're so excited for the new season of Mainstage stuff. We also just started our partnership with Jack Straw again. Original music inspired by all 12 of the featured writers of the 2024 Writers Program. Those will be video releases. Episode 1 just dropped. Drop is the word now that's hip. It just dropped a couple weeks ago with Josh Griffin and Townsend Solitaire, who you heard earlier. Episode 2 from this year drops this coming Wednesday, which is October 2nd. We also have an education program, STYLE, Songwriting Through Youth Literature Education, because everything in American education happens in acronym. And we go into classrooms and libraries. We take books that students have already read, work with them on storytelling and inspiration and their own voices and their own stories. And we're so excited for another year working in the schools and in the libraries. Find out more about it. Learningwithstyle.com or talking to any of us. These ideas are important. These words, don't ban them, celebrate them, read them, disagree with them, be in conversation with them. This is Drea Marilyn. Yeah, that's right. Drea Marilyn is a singer-songwriter, film composer, and educator. Yes, she is. Her latest projects include scoring El Dorado Film Contest winner Fancy Flores' Summer Staycation. Her band, Drea and the Marilyns' latest album is entitled Sad Songs You Can Dance To and is available on all streaming services. Fun fact, Drea is also Bushwick's program manager. This is season 3, right? For that, we're so glad to have Drea involved. And let's hear a song from Drea Marilyn.
Thanks, Wes. Those are really nice words he said about me that I wrote. I have my show notes here because sometimes I don't know how to stop talking, and I'm going to keep it concise because there's a lot to say about this book. I enjoyed it immensely, and I didn't know where to start when writing it. I rewrote the song 3 times because I didn't know if I wanted to write it from initially the mom's angle of knowing that her daughter's off doing great things but is scared, and that made me think of my mom and the trials and tribulations we had where she cares but is just very scared and very frightened about things that are going on in the world. And of course they want their baby to be safe, but they also know what's right in the greater scope of things. I thought about writing about Hyun Suk's personal story just because a lot of it was relatable. When my parents were growing up, they grew up during the Marcos regime, and one thing that was like very moving was the People Powers movement, where hundreds of thousands of people flooded the streets and protested and got Marcos out. Unfortunately, his son is now in office, which is a good reminder that these things are cyclical and happen again. Originally, I was going to write my song to sound like a Minjonggayo, which is a Korean protest song, but my Korean is very awful and limited. I lived there for 2 years, and I can say hello and thank you and sorry and how do you get to the hospital. Byungwon audio, yeah. And ultimately what it came down to was that what's most important, even when the government is not protecting its people, banning books, banning free speech, is a community more than anything else, that we need to be with each other and support each other, and that shows in so many different ways. I studied Southeast Asian literature in college. And one thing I loved about it was a lot of the books that I've read, you wouldn't know is about the government that they're living in, because they would use a lot of different terms to represent the government, like an awful tiger or like an evil mother. And then so for my book, my song, Awful Government, is the wind, and the song is about us needing to build a shelter for all of us to keep safe. So community is key. And then I produced this track, and it's my first time trying that out, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let's play make-believe as we dance with masks. Things are how they seem. We've got questions we can't ask. Our parents getting old. We're talking back in code. Oh, me on the wicked wind blows cold. So we need to build shelter and fire from the wicked wind. When they get low, let's get higher, and maybe we could start again, retelling of a tale told 10 times before, and much to our avail, they'll be told 10 times more. So we need to build shelter and fire from the wicked wind. When they get low, let's get higher, and maybe we could start again. A spark can't start a fire on its own, and you shouldn't build a fortress all alone. A spark can't start a fire on its own, and you shouldn't build a fortress all alone. So we need to build shelter and fire from the wicked winds. When they get low, let's get higher, so maybe we could start again. So we need to build shelter and fire from the wicked winds. When they get low, let's get higher, so maybe we could start again.
Drea Marilyn. Accompanied by Drea Marilyn. Congrats, you did it. So I mentioned a bunch of partner things when I was up here last time, but I didn't tell you the next events in our series, because this is just one of 10 coming your way. Next month, on October 19th, right here, Hugo House, original music inspired by Alvin Schwartz's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. was the most challenged title of the 1990s, the whole decade, according to the American Library Association. The 7th most of the 2000s, and it's found its way back in 2012 as well. What better way to welcome spooky season than Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? And then another reprisal for us, but on November 9th, Octavia E. Butler's Parable of the Sower. Octavia was living in the area when she wrote it. It starts in the year 2024. She got a lot of things right. It would be a miss not to do this book. That's happening right here as well. We have one more live performance, but before that, we have another video contribution from our friends in Korea. We have a special song inspired by the sequel to Band Book Club, No Rules Tonight, co-written by author Ryan Estrada and Busan, Korea-based singer-songwriter Gino Bran. Here is their song.
Hi, I'm Gino Bran, a singer-songwriter based out of Busan, Korea. I'd like to present a song from the graphic novel No Rules Tonight, a sequel to Band Book Club by Hyun Sook and Ryan Estrada. Ryan and I wrote this song about the generations of Koreans who would be jailed if they went out after their midnight curfew, except for one night of the year, December 24th. So I hope you enjoy Christmas After Curfew.
Down to 12, the footprints filled with snow. The icy streets are empty 'cause there's nowhere to go. You can stay with me if you can't beat curfew. I'll settle in for a winter's nap with no one else but you. Christmas after curfew, the best time of the year. It's Christmas after curfew, and I'll spend it with you, my dear.
Check your advent calendar, it's not too late to leave. It's not a crime to miss bedtime when it's done on Christmas Eve. The rules are out, defrosted windows, no one will say we'll overdo. I can go anywhere I want, and I want to go out with you. Christmas after curfew, the best time of the year. It's Christmas after curfew, I spent it with you, my dear.
No need to rush home
or to the manger.
There's no need to panic.
We'll make our own danger.
We're not on thin ice.
We're in the snow.
Not under arrest.
Under the mistletoe.
No siren wailing.
We've got carols to sing.
The red and blue light
replaced with red and green.
No one's watching
except Santa Claus.
So let's break bread
and maybe break some laws.
Christmas after curfew, the best time of the year. It's Christmas after curfew, and I'll spend it with you, my dear. It's Christmas after curfew, the best time of the year. It's Christmas after curfew, and I'll spend it with you, my dear. Spend it with you, my dear. And I'll spend it with you, my dear. Spend it with you, my dear.
again for our friends in Korea and all their participation, for giving us this book, for giving us their enthusiasm as we put this project together. What a treat. Performers, see us in the green room for artwork following the show. So many people to thank right here before our last song of the evening. Nick Draws, front of house sound.
We got Dylan Randolph as a live stream tech.
Our seasoned graphic designer is Barbie Statman.
Bushwick Book Club Seattle's theme song, written and performed by Julia Massey.
The Bushwick premise comes from Susan Huang.
I'd like to thank our volunteers, Alicia Baker,
Eileen and Evelyn.
And the Bushwick production team, Jeff Larson, Carrie Garvin, me, Emily Persia, and Wes Weddell.
Kevin O was our photographer. And a special thanks to DK, Jason, and Pepe at Hugo House for making us welcome and treating us well. Again, for all the people that it takes to put something like this on. And now, let's invite to the stage Emily Persia to give away the signed poster.
This one on? Yeah. All right. Thank you all so much for coming and supporting Bushwick. I'm so excited to announce that our first signed Bushwick poster winner is going to go to Eric Baumgarten.
All right, I'd like to invite up onto the stage Christiana Crabbe and Essa Hakkarainen. Christiana is no stranger to Bushwick, and this is Essa's first time. Christiana and Essa found common ground in being, that's funny, I could say your last name, but I struggle with evangelicals. Evangelicals turned actors, turned activists, turned lovers, turned somewhat reclusive experimental musicians. They have emerged to hopefully find common ground with you. Past shows that Christiana has done was Moby Dick, Violetta, and pictures of Dorian Gray. Give it up to Christiana and Essa.
I'm Christiana Crabbe. I have blue hair and a cool jacket and my business boots on. This is Essa. They've got curly brown hair and a bun and their business boots on as well, and a cheeky little tank top. And you just let me know when you're ready to go. Okay. What I really latched onto. I really latched onto a detail in the book, which was when the gang goes and visits our protagonist at the steakhouse, and they're served a steak, which is with a fork, which is not common in South Korea at the time. They say, "This looks great, but how do I eat it?" And I thought that was just a really funny detail and a very poignant metaphor for how it feels to have a revolutionary consciousness that's emerging. And you just see the thing that you want before you, and you have the tools, you know it. You know, you have all these books, you have all these communities, you have all these people who have gone before you, who have organized, who have made changes. But that doesn't mean you know how to do it. You know, maybe Americans have been eating steaks with a fork for a long time, but just because they might know doesn't mean you do. And so that little moment just really kind of stuck with me. And as I was thinking of my own experience in the protest movement and coming out of that and the grief in that, and how these things can be as present with us as we let them, and learning how to sit with things and not tune things out. And obviously, you know, free Palestine, and we hate the police. And thank you, Bushwick, for having us. And for everybody watching in South Korea, thank you, and thank you for your art.
Christiana Crabbe and Hakkarainen. All right.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and joining us on our first show of this season. We'd like to also thank our performers, Ben Mish, Bjørn Watkins,
Lemon Boy,
Kate Berreth,
Townsend Solitaire,
and Dyleuth,
Brielle Familiar,
Drea Marilyn,
and Christiana Crabbe and Asa Hakkarainen, who I should mention, by the way, Christiana's band Sprig, with an exclamation point, the world's only queer plant-themed guitar band. featuring Bushwick's own Drea Marilyn on bass and Bjørn Watkins on drum, will be playing October 9th at the Sunset Tavern. Christiana will also be debuting the first act of his original musical on October 26th at a circus-themed wrestling event called Clown Clobber, Carnival of Violence. Essa will be supporting this debut on guitar. And I also didn't mention October 9th at the Sunset for you, playing with Spring. October 17th at the Sunset with Drea and the Marilyns, opening for Supernova and Immortal alongside Bushwick alum Nance. I wanted you to know that. And you can also find that all out at the digital program as well. But now you know. Yeah? Great. Way to take the high of reading everybody's name and bring the energy way down, Wes. Thank you so much for supporting our season debut. We have 9 more shows coming up. We are right back here on October 19th with Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And then November 9th for Parable of the Sower. We hope you'll consider being a member. We hope to see you again in the audience. Can we give another round of applause to all of our performers tonight? And to our authors in Korea.
Hello.
And to my co-host, Drea Marilyn.
And for Wes Weddell.
Thank you all so much. Take care, be kind, performers. Go get your artwork from the green room.
And good night.
Now translated for the stage. It don't matter what your age is, all the ages. Right here at the Bushwick Book Club.